Imagine a world where the air you breathe is clean, where the skies are clear, and the energy that powers our lives doesn't come at the cost of our planet. For decades, this vision felt like a distant dream, a utopian fantasy. We've been told that clean energy is expensive, impractical, a luxury for the rich. But what if I told you that the tides are turning? What if the very forces that once held clean energy back, the cold, hard economics, are now propelling it forward at an astonishing pace? This isn't just about saving the planet anymore. This is about profit. It's about jobs. It's about national security and economic independence. The narrative is shifting dramatically. The question is no longer, can we afford clean energy? But rather, can we afford not to embrace it? We're on the cusp of a global energy revolution, and its driving force isn't just environmental urgency. It's the undeniable, compelling power of the bottom line. For over a century, fossil fuels fueled our progress. They built our cities, powered our industries, and drove our cars. But this progress came with a hidden price tag, a colossal externality we're only now truly comprehending. Climate change, pollution-related illnesses, geopolitical instability tied to oil-rich regions, these are not abstract problems. They are real costs, paid in human lives and economic disruption. Think about extreme weather events, devastating hurricanes, prolonged droughts, catastrophic floods. Each one carries a multi-billion-dollar price tag, paid by taxpayers and insurance companies. These are the true costs of our reliance on dirty energy, costs rarely factored into the per-barrel price of oil or the per-ton price of coal. The economic argument against fossil fuels isn't just about carbon emissions, it's about the increasing financial burden they impose on societies worldwide. For years, the biggest hurdle for clean energy was its cost. Solar panels were a novelty, wind turbines an expensive experiment. But then, something incredible happened. Innovation, economies of scale, and fierce competition drove prices down year after year, faster than anyone predicted. Since 2010, the cost of solar power has plummeted by over 80%. Wind power, down by more than 50%. These aren't minor adjustments. These are seismic shifts. In many parts of the world today, building new solar and wind farms is cheaper than building new coal or even natural gas plants. Let me repeat that. It's cheaper to build new clean energy than new fossil fuel plants. This isn't idealism. It's pure, unadulterated economics. This economic reality hasn't gone unnoticed by the giants of industry. Utilities, once heavily invested in coal and gas, are now pouring billions into renewables. Why? Because it's a safer, more predictable, and increasingly profitable investment. They're not doing it out of altruism. They're doing it because it makes financial sense. Investment banks and venture capitalists are also seeing the writing on the wall. Trillions of dollars are flowing into clean energy projects, from massive offshore wind farms to innovative battery storage solutions. They're betting on the future, and that future is overwhelmingly green. This isn't a niche market anymore. It's a mainstream economic powerhouse. Beyond the sheer cost, clean energy offers profound economic benefits that fossil fuels simply cannot. For nations reliant on imported oil and gas, renewables offer a path to genuine energy independence, insulating them from volatile global markets and geopolitical shocks. Imagine a country that no longer needs to send billions overseas to fuel its economy. And domestically, clean energy projects create local jobs in manufacturing, installation, and maintenance that can't be outsourced. They generate tax revenue for local communities and often pay landowners for hosting turbines or solar arrays, creating new sources of income in rural areas. It's an economic engine that keeps wealth circulating within communities rather than siphoning it off to distant corporations or foreign powers. Of course, clean energy isn't without its challenges. The sun doesn't always shine, and the wind doesn't always blow. This intermittency has long been the Achilles heel of renewables. But here, too, innovation is rapidly changing the game. Battery storage technology, particularly lithium-ion, is following a similar dramatic cost reduction curve to solar and wind. Large-scale battery farms are now being deployed to store excess renewable energy and release it when needed, making the grid more stable and reliable. Furthermore, advancements in smart grid technology are allowing us to manage and distribute clean energy more efficiently than ever before, turning intermittent sources into reliable powerhouses. The grid of the future is dynamic, resilient, and overwhelmingly clean. The race for clean energy leadership is not just an environmental imperative, it's a fierce economic competition. Nations that invest heavily in renewable technology, manufacturing, and infrastructure now stand to gain a massive competitive advantage in the 21st century global economy. Countries like China and Germany have made massive strategic investments, positioning themselves as global leaders in solar panel and wind turbine manufacturing. The United States, with its recent policies, is accelerating its own transition. The economic prize is immense. New industries, millions of jobs, and a dominant position in the energy markets of tomorrow. This isn't just about policy, it's about securing future prosperity. So, is clean energy profitable yet? The resounding answer is yes. Not just profitable in the abstract sense of a healthier planet, but profitable in the hard, tangible numbers that drive economies. It's cheaper to build, creates more jobs, offers greater energy security, and avoids the catastrophic hidden costs of fossil fuels. This isn't just a green dream anymore. It's a global economic reality. The smart money, the innovative minds, and the forward-thinking nations are all converging on the same undeniable truth. Clean energy isn't just good for the planet, it's good for business, and that, perhaps, is the most powerful catalyst for change we could have ever hoped for. The future of energy is here, and it's powered by the sun, the wind, and the unstoppable force of economic viability. The question now is not if we transition, but how quickly we embrace the incredible opportunities this revolution presents.